your style of business is to have large holdings in other businesses.
Yes.
And therefore you've got problems that can arise, or like COVID, we use COVID, but it happened to all of them. Yep. Some went up, some went down.
Yep.
What's the process you guys follow?
So we have the benefit that we work with senior management teams. So we are not operational in terms of the day-to-day execution of activity at the store level. That said, we work alongside our management teams and help them think through the problems that they're facing. Imagine if I could give you 3 McKinsey graduates to then look at CUB and think about, okay, what's my growth opportunities? Where's my costs coming from? What's my sovereign risks at the moment? What's my competitors doing? How am I going to grow this business but constrain my costs? I've got issues coming down the line with the change in government. They're going to ban business club.
I mean, feel free to provide me all of that.
Yeah. And so I can then provide a team of people who can then look at that, run all sorts of analyses around those scenarios and build out 4 different models that what things that could possibly happen, so that when you sit down with your board the following month and try to make some decisions, you're actually making those decisions based on qualitative information that you've got at hand. That with a capital supportive partner. So if the business does have to go through the valley of death and out the other side, you know that you've got someone sitting behind you that can still write you a check to keep the thing going.
Yeah, I guess you're working with the captains of each of the ship to make sure that they have the best information of the storm and the waves that are coming their way.
Correct.
To make their own decisions.
And to focus on running that ship, so they don't have to necessarily keep looking at the horizon. They just have to make sure that the engineer and the best boy and everybody's doing everything they should be doing.
It's almost like an ultimate mentor position.
I guess so. We've made over 52 portfolio investments and another 240 odd acquisitions associated with some of those businesses. And so when you sit down with someone and go, I've got a crisis or I've got a problem or how do I think about this, you can by and large probably fall back on some past experience, which is not necessarily the answer, but you can at least say, well, in the past we tried this or we did this or we've had a look at that. Have you thought about how to approach this problem in this way?
I really like that style, because what we're talking about is not just relevant to you. It's relevant to for example, me.
Yep.
As like we were just talking about CUB's expansion and how I'm handling it, I'm trying to figure out how do I let go and how do I let someone lead that and what's the best process. And what I like was that what I came to, my position being as CEO, was what you just described. It was really more of an advisor/mentor role. It's actually cross-relatable that what you guys do in terms of managing your portfolio is what smaller companies like CUB can do to manage their growth with other divisions, offices, and things of that nature.